Hello everyone, it's Kent Jackson from Unique Sand Antiques, and I'm here to do the walkthrough for our 3-day mid-century modern design and decorative auction occurring on April 8th, 9th, and 10th, 2025. Online bidding on our website, uniquesandantiques.com, also on Invaluable and Live Auctioneers. We do provide in-house shipping for small items, and we will coordinate with your shipper for larger furniture items. We do a New York City delivery about 7 days after the auction, curbside delivery at reasonable rates. So let me do a quick walk through the whole auction, all 1,560 lots, all 3 days, just so you can see what there is. I'll go pretty quickly the first time through, and then I will spend a little bit longer the second time through, so you can get an idea, some close-ups of items, some scale shots. It's a great auction. Over almost 700 lots in the first day. So we're in day one right now. Zigzags through here. Items on both sides of the aisle here. You have great Danish industrial furniture. You have nice walnut, mirrors, screens, great bedroom furniture all the way through. The first day has about 600 and some lots, 650 lots or so. The second day starts at lot number 700, and that's where we'll go to over here. Lot 700 is this Adrian Pearsall coffee table. And then we go right into some heavy hitting items right there. Nice corner cabinet, great wall sculpture, very cool bronze headed sheep, pottery. And we continue on. If you like this kind of porcelains, the end of the day has tons of that in it. All right, so day 2 is started. This is Wednesday. Now we do have a preview for this auction on Monday, April 7th from 10 to 6. So you can come by and preview and look at all these items, and then the auction happens on Tuesday. We even allow you to come in on the day of the auction. However, all the bidding happens on your phone, on your computer. There's nobody here saying bids. There's no one here that are going to be other bidders bidding on items. But you can come and preview on the day of the auction, the day for the 2 auctions coming up, etc. All right, so that is about the size of day 2. And remember, I'm going to go through again and do a quick walk, a slower walkthrough. Now, day 3 is our decorative portion of this auction. See these items right here? This is all going to be in our May 6th session. Lots of great items for the sale. Nakashima, Turner, Rosewood, Free Edge Furniture. Lots of great lamps and lighting. You get the idea. These items right here are also in that auction. And day 3 is the decorative portion. The decorative portion starts with Lalique. It continues on through to some great porcelains and furniture, artwork. There's a whole section of garden furniture. There's some amazing cameras. There's a Rolex watch. There is sterling silver. There's great lots of stemware, colored glass, lighting, lamps, English furniture. There's some great clocks. This is day 3. Look at this amazing table with 2 big leaves. This is just a sampling of some of the great French posters that are in the auction. Here's some more. Down here is some of the furniture. Look at that amazing inlay on this cabinet. Don't want to get bogged down, but this is just a pass through. Look, we have 3 amazing grandfather clocks. The moon dials. This one is from Liverpool. This one is a modern clock. I think it has 9 tubes in it. Very nice. Oh, there's the mimes. All right, let's continue on. These items back here are also in day 3. All right, so you've seen about the entire auction. We are continuing on. Oh, day 2 ends with all these group lots right here. So you have Tray lots, all curated, mid-century pottery, skateboards, the globes, table decorations, pots and pans, etc. So let me continue on to the beginning part of the auction. And we'll take a little slower pass through. Maybe spend another 15 minutes or so. So the auction begins with lot number 1. Nice little Noguchi table, and then the wing desk, Venetian. You have Siegere. In the back here, always a good selection of modern smalls, pottery, Stelton. Look at this great vase right here. This is a good reason to watch the video. In the pictures, this thing looks like it's kind of small, maybe about 4 inches tall. But you can see by the size of my hand, it is like so big. Probably a good 12 inches tall. I'm sure it says 12 inches tall, but it's hard to tell from the pictures. And look, these little chairs right here are tiny. All right, back this way. Look back here. See, there's a nice colored glassware. This is an amazing desk. Leon Rosen for Pace. And it has the marble top. However, the marble is cracked in a couple spots. Can't even really see it with all the stuff we have piled on it. But trust me, it is cracked. I think you see it from the other side. A little bit better. Wow, they did a good job covering over the cracks with stuff. But very nice. Chrome all the way down. Let's continue on. Look at this amazing lot 68 on the marble sculpture by Michael Schreck. Look at this one. Again, you can't really tell how large this is in the pictures we have on our site. It's like a resin material, but it's definitely kind of space agey. That would be a great statement piece there. That has a little like twisty at the top. That's a mirrored screen in the background there. And then this is an amazing looking fireplace screen with all the circles. And this looks like a jet of some sort. Is that the Concorde? Lot 69. Nice little marble tables on the bottom there. You got console tables and coffee tables. Look at this amazing lamp right here. Let me pull this little control sticker off of it. It's got the molecule top on it. All the bulbs light up. And it's this is the type of one where you turn it on, the bottom lights up, you turn it again, the top lights, and then all of them light. These are amazing cabinets right here. Lot number 158. They are signed. I don't believe we have the signature on them. Very nice cabinets. Down here, you have some Fabry. You have some good lamps. Look at this great piece of rosewood credenza. Nice glass etagere full of great stuff. You have to come at this auction from a couple different angles to see all the stuff. Look at this nice little Noguchi cyclone table. You have the Turner chairs. You have an Eames chair back there. You have a set of those bamboo chairs. You have this very nice kind of settee, almost like a Papa Bear settee. Come around this way as you can see a little better. Papa Bear settee, and then you have the teak nesting tables. You have great shell chairs. Look at this amazing Pearsall rocker. Lots of nice lamps. Look at that trunk table right there. It's like a aluminum trunk coffee table. All right, let me continue on. We're only up to about 120. We got to get this done. Now we're up to 190. Come back here into this section. Some great mirrors. Some great sets of porch furniture. Some good chairs. Albini. These are amazing rockers here. At 425. Great lamps like Thurston. Lot 433. All right, let's continue on. Here's where our good sets of Eames chairs, Eiffel Tower based chairs. You have the ghost chairs in the back there. Nice little X-base benches. All right, let's continue on. Plastic furniture is very collectible. Look at this great sculpture right here. Okay, upside down person, lot 316. We have a bunch of nice teak sets of chairs, dining tables. Look at that. George Nelson, George, is that Eames, Herman Miller, Aluminum Group? Sets of tables. Look at these nice little Jansen style ones with the mirror tops. Caligaris. This great grouping of design line lamps, mirrors, fireplace tools, faux bamboo. All right, look at the nice 80s oak. Very cool, colorful furniture. You have some chairs. You have the Mondrian style cabinet, lot 269. Look at those lamps. Leonard always sets this up very nicely. You can kind of just breeze by and preview. You don't have to dig around. All right, we're up to, well, only lot 200. We're up to lot 246, so I guess he did a different order. Look at that great table. On top of it is a Eames chair. Look at that nice cane one. Right down here, sets of Umanoff bar stools, easels. Let me back up, artwork, chandeliers. Look at that great table base. All right, we're up to about 500 now. Look at the Barcelona. Some nice kind of 70s leather chairs. There's a pair of them with ottomans. Nice grouping of vintage furniture. You have the bamboo and wicker. There's a pair of these chairs. I think they have some age to them. Look at that nice bullet trash can. That's for sale. Great little credenzas. Get around this corner here. Here's our packing room where we do all our in-house shipping. Mirrors, light stands, kind of iron leg furniture. All right, now let's do day 2. Now there's some items we didn't talk about on the way through the first time. Like look at these 3 nice shelving units with teak. And look at this amazing cabinet right here, lot 805. This is metal. So that's colorful, kind of metal painted enamel, front doors on it, and it hangs on the wall. We have it up on a couple cinder blocks now, but it hangs on the wall. Amazing. All right, let me continue this way. And we'll look a little closer at day 2. Day 2 starts over here. We already talked about the Pearsall. Look at that nice little planter. Nice metal tables. Look at that great lamp right there. Memphis lamp. Here you got the spine sculpture. Look at that nice mirror. All right, let's continue on. Straight this direction. Remember this type of porcelain. A little bit later, you'll see a lot of it in the end of day 2. You have the crane lamp. A little artwork. Look at these great speakers. Carver. The thin ones. There is a little bit of like the JBL speakers here. You have the TX. All right, let me go back out front here. Bernard Buffet print. Some nice abstract kind of Jackson Pollock-esque art. Large art for your walls. Look at that nice chandelier. Not going to get into all these posters, but there's a lot of large art. Nice little table underneath there with the pedestal base. There's two of these in the auction. Kind of like a snakeskin, Carl Springer style. There's a pair of those nice lamps with the coral. Pretty sure it's natural coral. I don't know. I'd have to look at it a little closer. Don't quote me on that one. Look at this great sculpture right here. Super tall, probably 6 feet tall. Let me come on here. It's Nina Cantrell is the name. There's a pair of these guys right here with the little things to put your drink on. Look at this great sculpture right here, lot number 931. Fred Powell, Eye, abstract sculpture. Wow. There's two of these, a smaller one, and then a larger one, probably 2 feet wide. Some nice Blenko artwork, statuary. All right, once we get to here, then we continue on in these aisles. There's a couple Litoffs, Ruth Litoffs got left over from the last time we sold. There's no more after that. Look at these great spaghetti lamps. Got plastic furniture. These are amazing. These are bronze. Like, I don't know, are they some kind of hoofs? It's hard to tell. They kind of spin around. I mean, I didn't start spinning them, but they've always been kind of spinny. I think they're hoofs of some sort, but what kind of leg is that? Is that a branch? It's hard to tell, but they're all bronze. This cabinet's got $2,000 worth of handles on it. There's 8 of them. It's only $250 a handle. Nice little pair of lamps right here with the kind of Fabergé egg-looking style to them. Look at these marble lamps. They're marble. They're not faux marble. Very nice. Pull that guy over there. Some old amplifiers. The old drug kits by Nimco Incorporated. Health Ed Co. All right, let me continue on. This huge chair right here is in day 3. These blue low end chair is in day 3 also. Got fireplaces. All right, let me continue on. Look at these great bar stools. Amazing, like mod line lamp. Good 6 feet tall. Look at the chairs with ottomans. Then you have the boucle with the brass legs. You got settees in leather. Nice lot of lamps and postmodern. What did they buy? Artemide. Colorful lamps. You see how these work? So they light up and everything, but then this part right here, you can move it around, but you can even take it out and then interchange it with another one. So you can make a yellow and a white one. You can make a pink and a green one. This one right here already has a white top, even though it's a green lamp. You can switch the pink lamp over to the green. It's pretty simple. All right, so that's about the end of that part of the auction for day 2. But then day 2 finalizes with all these right here, which I already showed you. But then look at all this porcelains right here. Lot 1143, etc. Look at these vases. They're so cool. They're like European, Italian. They're all white, but they have this like gold decoration. I'm not even sure what it's called. But it's rare to see so much of it in one spot. Look at this. Somebody spent years acquiring all these different examples. Look at this collection. It's amazing. And it's nice stuff too. This is not your average. This is not your average porcelains. Let me see what it says on the bottom. I can't read it. Kaiser, Germany, Bavaria. Continuing on, all of this glass, all of this Blanco in the lot 1100s. And look over here. This, I'm going to tease you for next time. Look at this huge collection of Blanco for May. All right, so now let's go to day 3. Day 3 is the decorative portion of the auction. It's going to have over 400 lots in it, maybe 500. I'm going to add a few more later on today. And it includes a bunch of garden furniture that's outside. It includes and right here is where I'll put all the garden stuff in so you can see kind of a screen grab of a whole bunch of them. All right, and then we come to the beginning of day 3, which is the Thursday, the 10th. All this Lalique. Renee Lalique over there. You have some nice Aurine and Quizelle probably on those shades. You have some big Factice perfume bottles. Then you have some good artwork. There's a little bit of art from the Franklin Mint collection. Look at these amazing jeweled kind of urns. All right, lot 1300 is where we start. And we continue this direction. Once we get through 1300, here's more the 1320s. All those porcelains. And then you have some great cameras. So you have a good collection of Pokemon cards. Now, I don't know much about Pokemon, but look at all these from the 2000s or whatever. Early 2000s. It's got to be a couple hundred of them in there. Great Mamiya camera. Right here. About 1437. Those usually bring 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Some good artwork. Continuing over here, we get into some nice Chinese porcelains. Look at the size of that vase. The green vase, you have some small teacups, some yellow pieces. Here's some others. The red decoration. Here's sets of plates. These items came right out of an estate, so who knows. Look at that huge charger right there. So big, probably 20 inches across. Some more Imari, some more block prints. Look at that great clock right there with the marble face, the Martis. Then you have some posters, which we already talked about, back over here. But there's a whole collection of French art and posters. Let me come across the front here so you can see the jewelry. So you have some good Britons. That's the whole Britain Indian, what do you call it? The Indian elephant core. Set number 160. It's in the original box. These are lot number 1396, are all originals from the Franklin Library. And here's some more. Brad Holland. And these are very cool. In the picture we have, all right. And then after we get through all the art, there's more art here. All right, let's continue on. Grandfather clocks we talked about. Very nice desk right there with the leather top. All these items right here are for May 6th. If you have items for that auction, we were taking consignments for them now. Back here we have some, just spend a little more time looking at it. Look at the hobby horse. Look at the size of this porcelain lamp. It's amazing. It's very large. The thing is way bigger than you expect when you see a picture of it. All right, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Follow us on our YouTube channel. Also, you can subscribe to us on YouTube and on Instagram. We post behind the scenes stuff on our Instagram stories and some stuff on our grid sometimes. But other than that, we'll see you at the auction. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.